How's everybody doing? This is Phillip Lyde, aka the Prosperous Rhinoceros, and today I want to get into a topic that is very important in order to grow your business. If you're looking to make money right now, if you're looking to build your team faster, what you would want to do is to avoid this mistake, which is numbered number 8, and that is not keeping in contact or keeping in touch with your contacts, prospects, leads, or even past customers. People who are on your team. If the only reason why you contact them is to sell them something else and you have not developed any rapport with these people, there is a very slim to no chance that they're going to repeat business with you. In fact, what they may do is they may actually feel that your leadership skills do not align with what their vision and goals are, and they may either drop you, rejoin someone else within the same company, or they may just quit altogether. I don't know what your goals or your visions are in this business or in this industry, but I can tell you this. My intent is to look for more people who are willing to develop the skills, the tools, and the resources to make more money this year online than they've have even offline or with their careers in the past. And everybody says this, but you can tell by their actions and behaviors if they're if they're really sincere or not. Let me say this for one. Because somebody is your friend or somebody is following you on Twitter or Facebook does not necessarily guarantee that you will sign them up. You may have thousands of friends or even hundreds of friends, but it's those quality leads and prospects that you develop a rapport with or relationship with that's going to determine how successful you become online. Let me say this in fact. If you don't know anything about these people, if you don't know anything outside of the fact that they may be quote unquote interested, then you really have failed in your job as a leader and as a mentor. If the only thing that you've done was you've pitched them a link or you've pitched them this grand scheme of ideas in which they're automatically supposed to see the value that's created like you did, then you're missing a point. Case in point, when you meet somebody online, let me give you a couple of tips. When you meet someone online or you request their friendship or you start following with them, open up a conversation, create a dialogue, From there, you'll know whether or not they're interested in what you have to offer at that time. With the exception of them simply not being able to afford it in the sense of they physically do not have the financial or materialistic means or resources to join your team or your opportunity, everything else is your responsibility as a leader. It is your responsibility to provide value. It is your responsibility to find out more about them in order to customize your presentation or pitch to their needs, wants, and desires. So many people think that the only key to being successful or to generating prospects is to say, utilize money as that leverage. And you can tell on Facebook if that's effective or not, Look at how people are presenting themselves to you. And from there, while that person may not have what you need at that time, or while you may not have what that person needs at that time, does that mean you ignore them in future times? No. You still engage with them. You still touch bases with them. And if the opportunity presents itself, if it's really of a value, then that person will come around when they do have those means because they do one of three things. They know you at this point because you've kept in touch with them. They like you now. And now they trust you to say what you mean and mean what you say. This is so common that you'll find Facebook pages or you'll find people who will flood their timelines with spam, with garbage, And that's why, on one hand, this industry has gotten the bad rap that it has. Even people who do not need your services at that particular moment should not be discarded. And therefore, it is your responsibility as a leader to keep in touch with them from time to time. Does that mean you call them up or you harass them or you keep following up with them on a daily basis? No. I was taught in the past that you do things in threes. You give somebody some information if it's appropriate. If you've already asked permission, they said, sure, give me more information on what you have to offer. That may be a quality lead. There's still a lead at that time. Now, what you have to do is provide that value beforehand. Then ask for permission for each step of the action. Now, and I backtracked a little bit, but by now what you should have known is as you present it and they make their decision and they say no, then what you would do is you would ask for permission to actually see if you can keep them, in the loop. And you do it one of three ways, especially if you haven't received a clear-cut answer. If you get somebody who says, well, I'll think about it, or, I got to talk to my spouse or significant other, or I got to talk to the family, to the family ghost that's haunting our house, or whatever case may be, then what you do is you still, in a professional manner, you ask for permission to see if you can send them more information maybe in 3 days. 3 days transpire, you follow up with them. You don't talk about your business. You simply just ask about them and their situation. Because if you listen long enough, people will tell you everything that you need to know. After 3 days, if you don't get in touch with them, you get a voicemail or they don't respond, then you try back in 3 weeks. 3 weeks pass and you get the same result, then chances are you put them on what we call a drip list, and you just shoot them a nugget from time to time. And chances are, if you continue to shoot nuggets at them in a 3-month span now, then they may have changed their circumstances to where, this quality lead now becomes a prospect for you to continue to offer. And you may have better tools, you may have better presentation techniques, or case may have you. Remember, this is a personal development industry. So what you have to do in the meantime is you don't wait on that one person, because that's the minority. You don't wait on that person that's so hard to sell that you can't sell, snowballs in hell. You don't wait on that person that's not clear or make a decision that gives you, you'll get those people still who make a decision regardless of what you say, because they've seen the value enough and they know what their vision is and their focus. It's that 80% that you want to focus on that's going to generate you a lot more leads, prospects, and in the long term, grow your business to where you make a lot more money right now. So with that being said, let me just recap. With keeping in contact with your prospects or people online, generally what you want to do is you want to find out and develop a rapport with them. And one of the things I may do later on from some of my other videos in the future is I may actually show you some of the tips that you'll know how to develop rapport in less than 2 minutes. In fact, it's in 90 seconds that you can find out everything you need to do to tailor fit your presentation. With that being said, this is Phillip Lyde. I look forward to seeing you guys. Please share and comment this video. By now, if you've watched my videos for some time, you'll understand that I'm here to give you all the resources and tools that you need to make a decision right now so that you can grow your team, make more money, live your life every day. More specifically, live your dreams every day. This is Phillip Lyde, the Prosperous Rhinoceros. Peace.